Hello, and welcome to the GRACE podcast series. My name is Denise Brock, and I am the Operations Director for the Global Resource for Advancing Cancer Education, or GRACE. In this podcast series, we interview patients, advocates, and healthcare professionals to provide the most updated information for our community and to highlight important issues facing those dealing with a cancer diagnosis. We hope you find this information valuable. For questions or comments, please visit us at cancergrace.org.
Thank you. My name is Vernon Sondak. I'm the chair of the Department of Cutaneous Oncology at Moffitt Cancer Center, and I'm going to speak today about one of the big changes in how we take care of patients with melanoma and even some other forms of skin cancer, and that's what we call neoadjuvant or pre-operative therapy. I'm going to explain a little bit about what that is, why we do it, what the advantages are, and where we're heading with this new form of treatment. These are my disclosures, and I'm just going to start by reminding everyone about the magnitude of the problem that we face with melanoma and what we may face in the future. These are the 2002 predictions from the American Cancer Society of the incidence of melanoma in the United States. And they predict nearly 200,000 new cases of melanoma and melanoma in situ, and over 7,600 deaths for this year, 2022. As I said, it's a mixture of both invasive melanoma cases and melanoma in situ, non-invasive. Here in Florida, where I practice, Florida is the second most common, the number 2 state for melanomas in the United States. And these numbers are probably underestimates because so many cases of melanoma are diagnosed in a dermatologist's office and never get counted in the big statistics that we put together. What's really important is where we're going. And if nothing changes, this black line right here with the red star symbolizing where we are today in 2022 with nearly 100,000 cases. In 2040, that's 18 years from now, we will be at over 200,000 cases if nothing changes about the way we behave in the sun, wearing sunscreen, etc. We will be at over 200,000 cases of melanoma a year, and that means that melanoma will become the second most common form of cancer in the United States and the number 1 form in males. And by the way, when I say most common major cancer type, that's because basal and squamous cancers of the skin aren't even counted by the American Cancer Society in their statistics. Together, basal and squamous cell cancers are as common as every other form of cancer put together. So we're basically looking at skin cancer as essentially being 2/3 of all the cancers in the United States by the end of 2040, if nothing changes. We've really got to pay some attention to this big, big problem.
Thank you again for joining us. This podcast was made possible by the generosity of sponsorship from our friends at Lilly and Exelixis. Please like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Send us feedback, share your story, donate, and visit us for more information at cancergrace.org. Thank you for listening.